Okay, it's on screen. I'll mute Texas, and I'll be talking over it as we go through it. Okay, so this is a new trailer. Yes, a new trailer of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What could that be? Something quite interesting. It is new content. And that new content is a new Leatherface. And it's been revealed in this trailer. You can already see the chainsaw on screen. So let's talk about it. Let's go through it and react to it. And give my honest opinions. Because honesty is something that I need to give here. Because it's so, important. And I think criticism is valid. And it's necessary for a game like this. And I'll go through why and my opinions why when I get to that point. But let's talk about it. And let's highlight it. So this is the trailer for the new Leatherface. So you see the chainsaw already? Nice stylish chainsaw, not too shabby. The boots, okay. Kind of cool. Someone's running away. In the slaughterhouse basement area. And out of the shadows, we see something quite interesting. And that is the revving of a new Leatherface. And the execution. So pretty cool. Don't you think? Pretty cool. And that's pretty much it. So that is the trailer for this content. And going through it, you got the chainsaw. Looks nice. Don't get me wrong. I actually like the chainsaw. But it's just nice. It's just nice. That's all I'm going to say. I'll get to the point. Just nice. So that's cool. That's the trailer. It's very, very, very small. So keep in mind, that's the trailer. The character looks like this. So essentially like a cowboy version of Leatherface. And kind of looking weird. That's pretty much all it is. And then from there, you have the execution. And this execution is very quick. Maybe that's the only benefit of this execution. It seems really, really quick. But it does nothing. It actually feels like there's no flair to it. Just like, enter chainsaw, kill. I can't tell the difference between this animation and the first one. I really can't. It just seems similar. Then, let's talk about this. So, those are the three things included. That is the Leatherface up there. That's what it looks like on screen. Okay, cool. Now, in your mind, are you thinking about the cost? Of course. And then you see the cost in big letters coming this October. So that's when it gets released. $16. And this is not $16 Australian. This is $16 US. Which in my currency, that's like $21 on a skin. On a skin. $21 on a skin. Keep that in mind. That is just a skin. It has no factor of benefit to the gameplay. It doesn't change the way you play. It doesn't even change the impact of the character because it kind of looks similar to a normal Leatherface. There's no difference to its characteristics. So, the skin is just a skin of what the other three skins are, but a different skin. Cool. The chainsaw actually looks nice, but I'm paying $16 for a chainsaw. That chainsaw I can get for free. Why would I pay? Like the free versions, I get three or four free versions, which are better than this paid one. Like at least have some choices. I'm not stuck to this, and I'll get bored of this after a while too. And then this signature kill on Leland that happens during here is actually longer than the trailer because he goes down on his knees for a second. Yeah, he gets sliced. Yeah, this is a long execution too. He just slices your leg and then he goes for the chainsaw kill. So now, this is insane. I can't justify the idea of $16 for DLC that the DLC has no impact to the gameplay anyway. Like, I understand skins are cosmetics, you pay for them. Okay, maybe $8 US. Maybe $6 US. I could see this all being packaged for $6 US or $8 US, and I think people would still complain, but at least it would still make sense to me. I'd be like, you know what? It kind of makes sense. It's not an issue. It's a skin of the game. They designed it. They spent some time. Okay, $8 US. I'm cool with it. Double that to reach 16, and I think this $16 US number is from, like, I can only compare it to, like, Dead by Daylight pricing, but Dead by Daylight is $16 Australian. This is 16 US, so it's even much higher. Then think of the price even further. This 16 US is also half the price of the bloody game. Isn't the game like $35, $50 or something? It's like, it feels like half the price. Yeah, it's like $40 the game. You're paying nearly more than 1/3 here for this. What is this? So, I think this is just too much for what it is. And even I compare it to other asymmetrical games. So, we've compared it to DBD already through pricing. But we also talk about Predator Hunt Grounds, a game that we played on the channel for a long time. That game was selfish enough to do reskins of characters and at least change the base value of their stats to make them somewhat different. But they sold that crap for $7, at most $10 US. Never further than that. So seeing something like this, where it actually is it's nothing. It's nothing. I can't understand it. Like, I'm not getting any new perks. I'm not getting a new Leatherface variant, which I said this game needs Leatherface variants, not Leatherface skins, but variants to change the gameplay, to make people want to play Leatherface, give them incentive to do something about this character that feels like no one wants to play it because they've already played it a lot and they don't want to be forced to play it. So give them more choice on a class that they're being forced to play is the smarter option. So why can't you do that here? That's the thing. That's the only issue I have. Will I get the skin? Will I purchase this? Yeah, why not? Because I'll showcase it to the mates. That's pretty much it. But am I in the future like saying if this game gets to a point where it's like in a dying state, will I buy this? Never. I don't think people would buy this after like day one. Only people that will buy this is day one and that's it. I still think the price is ridiculous. Not in all essence right for what has been offered. And the only thing they've designed is the mask and the outfit. There's no special effects on the character. How that seems of it. So there's no like VFX or anything different on the character at all. So that is something to keep in mind. You get nothing here. So I think this is very important because they can hype up the trailer, showcase everything. But at the end of the day, to get this access of this content, you got to pay that amount. You can't dodge this. And the only way you dodge it is by not buying it. And I think this needs to be kind of thought about and revisited. I know people are going to hype this up and say it's the best DLC or whatever it may be. I'll be honest. Jack shit. Dog shit. Pricing overpriced. That's it. I'm not going to tell you to waste $16 US here or 25 Australian nearly on this where you can buy 3 indie games that actually are much better in quality than this pack. So that is my comparison. I think this is some really bad pricing for content that isn't that valuable to what the game is. I think drop that one, make it $5.99. I agree. Tom, I agree. That is actually maybe the better idea. $5.99, I'll buy it. That seems like a good purchase for anyone. $5.99. But $15.99, pretty ridiculous. Like, if you're going to spend $15.99, spend it on the stream. I stream every day. Spend it on there. Show support through that. Through this is kind of ridiculous. Donate to me so I can buy the actual skin to play it. That's funny. But yeah, those are my honest opinions. I think it's dog shit. I'm just disappointed because I wanted the first DLC to be something impactful. It all sets tone. I expect a new map, the new characters at least, to feel like it's more energizing for the gameplay experience. And it's October. It's bloody October. It's like Halloween. That's the best time to incorporate anything, is October for this type of game. It's a horror game. It's the franchise. They live in the month of October, you know? Even people that don't play this game will jump into it because of the festive season and the feeling of, you know, being in a horror game for Halloween. So I just feel like kind of disappointing. Unless this is just one of the DLCs they're releasing sometime in October while they release something else. Okay, I can maybe understand it. That could still be like, I could push this on the side and wouldn't care about this. And whoever spends their money can. It's their choice. That's how it works with skins. Even though they're overpriced like this and you lose it after the game dies. But you know what I mean? Look at Friday the 13th. But it's just one of those things. I don't know. I was expecting a free update with content and paid characters. Like Nancy could be paid for. The new Danny character, Victim, could be paid for. I'll be happy with that. And that payment for all that should be $7.99. Maybe $8.99. This, though, disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. And they can say anything about it. I get that this person here has created a lot of movies and directed a lot of stuff. But this just doesn't seem right. It's all right at best. And then alongside that, the style and flair that's designed to all this is kind of mediocre, except for this weapon here. The chainsaw is the only weapon that has actually had design intent, in my opinion. Everything else has no design intent. It just feels lackluster. And the pricing for that, amount of design, lackluster. So that's all I got to say. I got to roast the game. I'm honest about it. I got to roast it. And the game's free on Game Pass. So you can dodge the 40. You can get the game for free. And then if you want to buy a skin, $16, who's going to buy it? That's my opinions. But tell me your opinions in the chat. Obviously, the mates can see on screen right now. The chat has been there the whole time. So they've been giving their opinions about everything. Because I want to be as genuine as possible. And highlight what this is. Because I feel like it's not right. The pricing for it. But you know what? They're going to keep it like that. I don't think they're going to change it. People buy it. I will most likely buy it to cover it for the channel, for the mates to enjoy it. But I think that if you're just playing the game, you want to enjoy it, the base product is good enough, and hopefully the free content that gets added onto the game can keep it entertaining. Because they can make the characters paid for. I got no issue. Skins? Don't buy skins. Don't buy skins in any game. Like, I even bought the Executioner Pack. I didn't even talk about that on the channel. The Executioner Pack ripoff. I ain't buying it. Like, what's the point? So, keep it in mind. Bad microtransactions, and they have no value in-game, and honestly, are a waste of time. Don't waste your money. That's it. If you make on your channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, follow us on Twitch, join the Discord, code Lordy game subs, and also BTLmerch.com. Show us support, greatly appreciate it, and donate to the stream to keep the channel ongoing through these times as we upload a lot of content on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, MK1, Dark and Dark, and all these new games that are coming out. It should be quite fun. So make sure to show the support there. So we go full time and keep showcasing the content on the channel. Simple as that.